Farm for Profit Podcast. Take a listen, have a blast. Farm for Profit Podcast. Learn about farming while having a laugh. Farm for Profit Podcast.
It's time for another What's Working in Ag segment, and I can't believe the guys left me to do it alone. I think it's the first time they've actually let me do it, so we could just go rogue and talk about whatever.
It's a lot of trust, Corey.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm glad they left us unsupervised.
Yeah, we could just have a good time here. So here with our friends at AgXplore, and we are going to be talking I don't know, what do we call this, a seed treatment? Is it a...
Yeah, it's a planter box seed treatment.
Planter box seed
biological,
treatment. Yep.
Biological planter box seed treatment.
Yeah, and I have used a previous version of this called GroPak AI, and it worked fantastic for me last year. But before we get into that, we are unlocking a new character to AgXplore here. I believe this is Gunny's childhood best friend, Pat.
Well, you could call it childhood. Well, I met him in my professional career, but I might have still been a child at the time.
Oh, we're all still kids at heart, right?
Yeah,
right. So, okay. So, Pat, when did you and Gunny meet, and why are you guys such good friends?
20-some years ago, Gunther was fresh out of college and was a salesman at a local retail establishment. And I think 4 months being there, the plant manager quit in the middle of planting season.
Okay.
And Gunther got to be the plant manager. And, that started out an interesting long-term. We just kind of started working together a lot more after that.
Yeah.
It's been a very fun, entertaining road.
Yep.
With Gunther as far as the directions he's gone, and I've pretty much stayed at the farm and did my thing. But
so you farm. What do you farm?
So we farm halfway between Indianapolis and Chicago outside of Purdue University.
Okay.
We mainly are a lot of corn, some beans, a little bit of wheat.
Yep.
We used to have livestock, but they're gone.
Yeah.
We're concentrating heavily on, putting a lot of emphasis in growing our row crops.
Okay. Well, that's great. We're going to dive into a deeper show about that because I think it'd be a sweet story to get I want to hear some of the dirt on Gunny, and I think you got some.
I have a lot of stories.
Yeah, we got to have pizza. We got to have pizza in the Airbnb the other night.
We can't have a camera for that one.
Yeah, might have had a few because Gunny wasn't there, so there were some good stories going around.
It was probably a good thing that we did have smartphones back in the day.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. What a world. But anyway, we're here to talk about GroPak, but it's not AI. What is it, Gunny?
That's a new one called GroPak CT that we just launched this year.
Okay. What does CT mean?
Corn treatment. Simple as that.
Corn treatment. So this isn't going on your soybeans, whereas GroPak AI could.
GroPak AI we use on corn, soybeans. We use it on wheat and small grains. We use it on peanuts.
Okay.
But this one is specifically for corn only.
Okay. So what is GroPak AI?
Okay, so GroPak AI is a biological planter box seed treatment. And what it has is a biological package built to support nutrient uptake and plant development.
Okay.
After that, we added some biostimulants to it to support that translocation of nutrients within plants. And then we have a nutrient package, and it's in a talc and clay base as a seed lubricant.
Yep. And so I replaced my talc graphite with it, and I ordered a pallet from Ben last year and ran it on my corn and beans. And just for cost comparison, it's pretty dang cheap.
It is.
And you got to have some sort of seed lubricant, right? So you might as well have some good stuff in there with it. So that's GroPak AI.
Yep.
But what makes GroPak CT just for corn? Is it still got the same goodies as GroPak AI?
So pretty much, yes. So, Corey, what we did with this one is in GroPak AI, we have a Bradyrhizobium japonicum, which is a soybean inoculant. Doesn't do anything for you in corn, even though we still use it in corn with GroPak AI, but it helps put nodules on soybeans. So we dropped that one out of this package. We added another trichoderma to help in plant defense, natural defenses, for it to help ward off some of those early season seedling diseases.
Okay.
And then what we did is we added two other biologicals. One is going to help that nutrient solubilization right around that seedling.
Yep.
And then the other one is to help farmers that fight corn rootworm. Right, where I live and where Pat live, if you look on the counties that are in red for rootworm pressures, we live in the red, don't we,
Yes,
Pat?
we do.
So this is a plant's natural, it's a biological that puts a natural defense barrier up and repels corn rootworm from the seeds.
So when I think of corn rootworm and especially treating it at the seed level, it's normally a liquid or a dry that's going over the top, and it's normally an insecticide.
Right.
This
This is not an insecticide.
is not an insecticide.
It's a biological. It's a natural biological that works to repel. And what it does is it continues to inoculate that root system, and it continues to grow with that root system. So it's not just like an insecticide when you place it in the soil. It stays right in that root zone, like that small part of that root zone.
Okay.
It doesn't grow out, right, with those roots. This will grow out and colonize those roots and will help that season-long defense.
That's what I was going to ask, because I was like, how much can this little coating on a seed actually, because the root zone's much bigger than a seed, right? So you're saying it grows with the root.
Grows with, colonizes and grows with the root system.
And how long of protection do you think you can get?
You're going to see season-long
Season-long.
protection.
That is amazing.
Yep.
That is truly amazing to get that season-long control.
And so are you saying this could replace, like going to a full stack seed or replace your insecticide with the planter?
So, Corey, here's what we recommend. The best thing we can do as farmers and agronomists to ward off rootworm is to use two modes of action. So traditionally, we've used a genetic trait, right, a corn rootworm trait, and then we've also used insecticides as that dual strategy to go away from it.
Yep.
What we're still recommending is still use one of the other.
Yeah.
So if you're in those red zones, like where Pat and I live in northwest of Indianapolis, we're still recommending in those really high pressure zones to either use a trait or use an insecticide in conjunction with it, just because rootworm pressure is so high.
Right, right. Well, a lot of people, obviously margins are low, are looking for some of them premium markets. I grow, or just cheaper cost of production. I have always grown some conventional corn on my rotated acres. This kind of intrigues me, right? If I don't have the liquid system or the insecticide system on my planter, just to get a little extra on my rotated acres for a conventional side.
It is such an easy path to get it on that seed and on that acre.
Yep.
No special equipment.
Yep.
You've got the planter.
Yep.
All you got to do is just apply it on the seed, and away you go.
So biological, though, that sounds like something that's living.
Yes.
It is?
Well, so we have a package of spore forms, biologicals in the package itself.
Yep.
And then we have some living stuff. It's in a separate package. Right?
Ah.
So what we do is we're gonna, on this particular one, it's a GroPak system.
Okay.
So we've got two packages on the inside of our package, and then you just mix it together, shake it up, and then put it on the seed.
So that's how you know that it's going to store properly and not, die before going on there.
Correct.
Because how long do you think you have once you have it mixed?
Oh, you have a series of weeks.
Series of weeks.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's
Yep.
way better than some of the others I've seen.
Yep.
GroPak AI, that's in a blend in itself.
Yeah.
So it can sit there. We blend it from the factory.
Yep.
So
And so, yeah, they come in just a 12-pound bucket.
12-pound bucket.
And got a little scoop in there, and you measure it up. I do have a treater on my seed tender, but I just got to the point it was easier just to dump a box and get him pre-treated
Yep.
almost,
Yep.
Then
I do the same thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I was worried about my seed treater being calibrated right, So,
Get enough on.
So, Pat, you use GroPak AI?
Yes, so GroPak AI, I've used it from the first year. In fact, we used to use the original GroPak.
Yep.
GroPak AI was just amazing right out the gate. It's been proven year after year after year on my farm. I'm genuinely excited to see this new GroPak CT.
Yep.
I think it's something in my operation, like you, I'm actually primarily all conventional corn.
Okay.
So this is going to give me an option for full season long suppression control on my plants, where a traditional insecticide may wear off in 30 days.
Right.
Maybe 40, that half-life in there. We see rootworm feeding later in season sometimes.
Yeah.
This is going to be a huge help in our system. And for me, I'm concerned about the biology of my soils.
Yep.
This is not going to do any harm to my soil biology. It's going to help my plant physiology and help me protect my biology of my soils.
Yep.
And that's one of my biggest concerns with products.
Yep.
And AgX has time after time proven to me that they give us great products that help with all those facets.
Yep. No, they really do, and I think GroPak is my favorite product. It's simple. It's relatively cost effective, and
I think it's the best cost.
You don't have to have
on the
any
market.
special attachments on your planter. It's very easy. Now I want to go back to you, Gunny. I know you guys don't just jump into something without some data. You guys had to be studying this for a little bit.
So we do multiple years of studies.
Yep.
So when we first develop products, we start in small lot trials, right, to weed out what we want and find what we truly want to keep and take to market into the next level.
Yep.
And then we scale that up. And Pat, since I've known Pat for so long and he's relatively close to where I live and I can monitor the fields myself personally,
Yep.
he's one of the cooperators that I work with to actually go out and real life farming. So we've taken stuff out to him and we'll trial it on his farm and we'll see it in 80-acre blocks.
Yeah.
To actually see it across variable soil types.
Yep.
And truly
Real world.
test the product in real world. Right.
Yep.
Do the root digs, monitor the crop every single week.
Yeah.
That's how we develop products.
So, I mean, if people don't know, you dig roots and then you score them. You have a scoring system, right?
Right.
That's the industry standard. And what kind of benefit are you seeing with this over an untreated?
Right. It's simply the resistance in feeding, right? So when you're not nibbling on those roots and those corn rootworms aren't nibbling on those roots and those root hairs,
Yeah.
your plants are continuing to develop those roots and mine the soil for nutrients and water.
So are we seeing better scores?
Oh,
Have
absolutely.
to be.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Is there zero feeding?
It's pretty impossible to get zero feeding.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's close to zero. It's as close to zero as you're going to get.
Okay. And you said it repels, like it doesn't kill them?
It puts a natural barrier up, right, that
Yep.
repels the rootworm from coming close to the root system.
Okay. Have you tried the CT yet?
Yes, tremendous last year. I was shocked.
Yeah.
We did a lot of root digs.
Yes.
We different varieties, different soil types, areas that I've known that I have late season feeding and rootworm.
Yep.
We couldn't hardly find anything. I mean, I found one spot. Truly, I mean, even compared to a traditional insecticide system,
Yeah.
it was night and day difference.
Yeah. You know, another benefit of this I could see is I'm on the seed side, so I know a little bit of this, how these traits get to market on these stacks, right? And we have to get by with what we have right now for quite a while before the next generation of rootworm technology and the genetics comes, which is kind of scary because we know how fast they can adapt and how how many dollars is affected by rootworms every year. So maybe this is something that could help get to that next level.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. You know, the sign behind me, we put a statement up there that it costs farmers $2 billion a year in rootworm damage.
Yeah.
We've had some dark years ago with rootworm, and I wish we had that product then.
Yeah.
That would have made me at least sleep at night.
Yeah. Then another thing, when I was in the seed research side, so I love traits. They are a great tool in the toolbox. But when there wasn't pressure, I always felt like my yield was a little better with less traits. I could see it in the trials and all that. Maybe we don't have to go, on your rotated acres if you're worried about extended diapause and things of that nature.
Right.
Like, it's a great option. So GroPak AI is relatively cheap. I haven't seen the price on this. What are we looking at comparatively? Because an insecticide's expensive usually with the planter.
You're looking at on corn about a 3 bushel investment. Between 3 and 4 bushel investment.
Yeah. Well, it's great because corn's cheap now.
It's a great return.
Could I just give you
It's a
3
great
bushel?
return.
Yeah. Could I deliver that to you, guys?
Right.
Send a load of corn down and get it back? I don't know if my banker'd like that or not. That's great. So it's available. There's no product restrictions. You guys are ready to full rollout.
Yep. So it's an EPA registered product. We have the registrations. It's launched. It's officially launched.
Yep.
We have our state registrations done.
Yep.
So just reach out to AgXplore on our website at AgXplore.com.
Yeah.
You can find us on all over social media.
Yeah.
But
Thanks, Zach.
feel free to reach out, and we'll get back in touch with you, and we'll get you in touch with the retailer that carries this product and get it to your farm.
That would be great. I have one question before I let you go. Is this the only product, or only biological rootworm product for farmers?
No, there's some others that are out there.
Okay, I just haven't talked about many.
Yep.
So it's a first for me.
Yep.
And if I'm hearing, I talk to a lot of people, so it's got to be the first time people are hearing it here. So
I think this is the first one I've seen packaged correctly.
This is going to be the first one that's combined with other biologicals that really truly complement it to take it to the next level, a crop to the next level.
Yep. Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Go to AgXplore.com. Reach out to us. Reach out to your AgXplore salesperson and try some. That's what I can tell. Do a trial on your farm. It'd be great. Thanks.
Thanks, Corey.
Yep.
Thanks, Corey.
Podcast. Take a listen, have a blast. Farm for Profit Podcast.